In this video, I'll be showing you how to take a website like this and then turn it into a beautiful, high converting modern website like this. So this is the Y Combinator's website, and currently, as you can see, it's not the best one. It is a little bit outdated. I don't think they've redesigned it a bit. So to improve convertibility, that they can convert more users into signups, into actual applicants, I will be redesigning them. It's a conceptual design. So the first thing, I will open Figma and then try to go and start redesigning. So I will open just a new layer and make it 140 pixels by 124. It's just for demo purposes. And let's look at the navigation first. Let's take a screenshot of this whole screen and then move it into Figma here. I will place it next to it, so we have it right next to that. And now I can start on actual redesigning. So the first thing is the nav bar, and current problems with the nav bar are that it's too cluttered. There are a few elements that there should not be. There are a lot of colors going on. We have the top bar at the top. We have different buttons here. There's also one color here, another color here. So it's a bit cluttered. So I think we can just make it a little bit simpler, and this would be the redesign option that I have as an option here. So as you can see, it's a lot more clear. It's a lot more less going on. We have still clear hierarchy. We have the logo. We have all of those links similar to here, and we have apply button with the badge number. So yeah, you can still get all the information, but it's much more clear. The next part, we have this differences in colors. So we have white here and we have this yellow gray here at the top. And so it's a little bit distracting. Also, these numbers are taking too much attention. I know they're important, but I think we can make them much more clearer and give them much more value. So what I'm going to do is create a picture that would be under the text, but in front of the text, we're just going to have above the text, we're just going to have this element where I have the text and the form, because that's the most important thing. They want the people to apply through their website. So I'm just going to put it as a separate form here with the ability to see the information about the Y Combinator, some description, some startups that they founded. Instead of just saying like founded startups and combined valuation, we can just show the startups that they founded. And because not a lot of people actually know what is it worth, like 800 billion combined valuation. Is it a lot? Is it not? So when you show the Airbnb, Twitch, Reddit, Webflow, Stripe, those companies, and that's make much more sense than just showing what they did. So instead of the picture here, as you can see, they had just this random picture, which did not tell much about what they do and why they do it. I think we can put several pictures and one video here, because I think they have YouTube channel, and just showing that on their YouTube channel would be a great addition to actually adding that to the website. So I think under that, we can add this section where we have their videos playing here. So I'm just going to expand it a little bit and put it straight into here. So now you can actually scroll through the videos. You can actually go through and see some of the nice videos that they did. So the next section on the Y Combinator website was this section with a lot of logos. And I think that it's good to have a lot of logos, but we can improve that. So let's go take a screenshot of these and upload before and after option to the website that I created, which is Go Webfluent. And basically, it's just a website where you can upload your designs and then you can see the redesign. So as you can see, there are a few options that people already uploaded. You can see that there is some nice redesign. So this was like the original option, and now this is the redesign. This was the original option. This is the redesign. So I'm going to just upload one of these here as well. So it's going to be there. By the way, if you want to upload something there, you can also do that. I will publish all the video, all the shots. For now, while there is not a lot of submission, I will publish everything, but obviously then there will be more competition, so not everything will be published. So what you do, you just basically take a screenshots of the hero sections of your redesigns, and you can just upload it there, and then people can see it, people can see your name, and maybe you can get some clients through that when we have later the ability to message you and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna place it straight into here. And now I just place the website name. So Y Combinator, there I can choose website, and now I can just, and now I published it, and now I can see it here. So when I hover, I can see the redesign option, which it looks much more cleaner than the original. So let's keep working on the website, and let's see the next section that we have here. So let's take a screenshot of the next sections from the website, which is this logo section, and bring it over to Figma to compare that and think what can be improved here. So I like that they have a lot of logos, but I think we can make it even more logos than they have. So what I'm going to do is try to like just see all the popular companies that they did. And I think that's pretty much a lot of companies. And then just basically bring it all to Figma, and then we can paste it in here and see how many logos is that, and put it in a nice way where all the logos are in the similar style, so you can see that they're all unanimous and look similar, and we can just do it in one big screen, so you can basically scroll through all of them and see how they look like. But yeah, but before this, I think we can put a section about us, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is their current about us section, where we have just 3 cards describing their what are they about. But as I said, I don't think that's the best solution, especially I don't think not everybody is going to read it. So I think what we can do is just have a simple one-liner text describing what they do and stuff like that. So just a paragraph with a one-line headline and on the white clean background to describe what they do. And I think that this will be much more cleaner for user conversion and user retention, where it's much more as I said, well designed. The next section is this, when they compare all of their different products. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the screenshot in here. So as you can see, it's not very clear. It's very hard to comprehend what they are doing and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a screenshot of this website and make it a bit longer like this. And then I can remove it out. And what I think we can do here is a few things. The first one is make it much more readable and something that users might see on actual web. So something like this, where we can actually have something that you already seen. It looks with a card format, so it's much more readable than this. We have clear distinguish between all the different sections that they help the founders with. So we help founders regarding of their age. We help founders regarding of their age. So basically, it's just the same information, just displayed in a more beautiful and cohesive way. So that's how I can improve that. The next section is what they have on their website is actual this section, what's happening. So I think what we can do here is just make it sure that it's a little bit better. So it's this section. Let's just make a screenshot of this and move it into Figma. And this layout is a little bit boring. They have these cards here, but I think this is not so interesting. So let's think what we can improve. I'm going to bring all cards here so I have better understanding of them, and you can compare for yourself how we're going to change it. So these are the 6 cards that they have. And what we can do here is make sure that it's much more interesting to look at. And this would be the first 2 cards. If I bring it over to Figma, I can increase them now. And you can see that now it looks much more better compared to the old cards. Basically, we keep all of the information, but I made sure that the design looks much more cleaner compared to that. You can click on this and you can see all of the information. You can click on that and you can see what you wanted to see. Let's just make it a little bit bigger and align it to the center. And there's 2 more cards, so let's bring it over again. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of them and paste them here. Make them a little bit of the same size as these cards and move them down. So as you can see, compared to the right version that we have on the right side, this one looks much more clear and something that the user would like to click, because not everybody will want to read all of that text and see all of that information. Let's look at the next section on their website, and the next section is we put founders' interest first. So what are the things that can be improved here? So first, I can see there are 3 cards that can be written something under, but there is a lot of different text that can be summarized and structured better. So I think we can put all of this text under the cards. So let's put this here. And if I do that, if I put all of my text under the cards, and also if I structure it a little bit better, so the result would be something like this. So now I can increase it even more and show you the result of that section. Let's make the background of this color. And now you can compare these 2 sections. So here we have a description, headline, and 3 cards with the bullet points. Compared to this, it's much more readable. I think it's much more better to read and to learn something from that. Next up, we have here more from the community. So basically just screenshots with popular people, I guess, who are founder of Stripe, founder of Airbnb, just quotes about the Y Combinator. So let's just put it in here. And the pictures are too small. I think we can make the picture way bigger and also not show all the testimonials at once, because I bet not a lot of users will actually go ahead and try to read everything they say, because the attention span is very limited today. So I'm thinking that we can just make it a slider, something similar to this. Let me actually go ahead and make it white background. Let's make the background white here and put it here. So as you can see now, we have this slider with all of the information showing all the pictures, and you can hover over the element and then you can read the rest of the testimonial with the name, the picture, the role of the founder and stuff like that. So I think that much better approach to showing all of these testimonials. Another thing that I've noticed, they don't really have a call to action on the web page. So that's like the biggest thing in the web design. You have to have call to action on any page. So a simple thing that we can do, which is very easy and very, I think, cute, is just add a cool call to action to the bottom of the page, which would be something like this. Make something people want, transform your vision into reality with YC's resources, guidance, and a community that drives innovation. Press Y to apply. So we can have that straight under that. And for the footer itself, there are a few things that can be improved. First, I think we can add some background to these cards, and just the design overall of the footer. I think there are a few things that can be improved to make it a little bit nicer. But overall, I think it has a good structure. So what I can do is just place a new version of the footer in here, so you can see difference. We have these cards with the backgrounds, and also there is cool little improvements to navigation. Let me know what you think about this redesign.